Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going over particle systems today. We're going to knock out some snow, some rain, and we're going to do a little kind of cool little dust effect at the end. So stay tuned, stick around, and hope you enjoy. Okay, so hopping into it, we're going to do a rain first. So in the effect tab, click that particle system, name it rain. We're going to change the rotation to 0. And we're going to scale it down just a bit, well, almost all the way. Obviously the X controls how wide the rain is going to be. The Y is going to control how long the rain is going to be. We're going to click that pre-warm, change the start size to random between two constants. We're going to make it really small from 0.0 up to 1. And then we're going to change the color to blue. We're going to set our gravity to 1. Change anytime you can change the local scale of the world, we're going to do that. Change the max particle system to just something big. Emission over time, we're going to make that a little bigger too. Change the shape to box, and then we're going to scale that X up to spread out our rain throughout our whole map here. Just kind of make it big. Okay. Next, we're going to check the velocity over time and make the linear X negative just something, This is going to push our rain to the left as time goes on, which is good. So let's just play it, preview it, see how it looks. And boom, we got rain. Now, of course, you can kind of modify it any way you like, but let's move on to our snow. So doing the same thing, we're gonna make a particle system, call it snow. Go over to scale it down. Make it nice and boxy here. My default color is already white, so that's perfect. Random between two constants for our size again, just to have different shape snowflakes falling down. Then we'll change our start speed and duration down a little bit. Once again, changing the world, increasing our max particle and emissions. Pretty simple stuff here. Then we'll change our shape to box again. Then we'll scale that up to stretch across our map again. Forgetting a couple things here, we're going to go back after we get this and change our gravity to 1. Boom, now it's falling down. Velocity over time, we're going to make it go to the left again. That's too much. Boom, perfect. Change that to world again. Anytime you see world as an option, we're going to go with it. Then the speed modifier is going to change how fast the snow is coming down. And I did forget to turn the rotation to 0, which is kind of why it's going up before it's going down, but it should be fine for what we're trying to do here. And remember, while the seed is playing, we can still kind of change some things around. So change the rate over time, make it fall a little faster. We need a little bit more of it. There we go, that's a little clear. And like I said, these are just the main settings you want to play with. Alright, so back in our inspector, let's check that texture sheet animation, change our grid mode to sprite mode so we can drag in our snowflake sprite, change our shape from box to sprite. Now we actually have our snowflakes playing, so let's make them a little bigger so we can actually see them. Nice. And we'll make the speed a little slower because they're kind of going too fast right now. So we'll change that speed modifier. Now the only other thing I want to do is check this rotation over lifetime tab and bring our angular velocity up. Change that to random between two constants. So now we have our snowflakes rotating at different speeds. So let's hit play and see what happens here. And boom, we got our own sprite snowflakes. So perfect. Moving on to our dust particle. So we're gonna make our effect in our player this time. As a child of our player, we're gonna scale this pretty much all the way down again. Change the duration to really short here. We don't want it to play long. Our start lifetime is way shorter too. And remember to change everything to world when you can. Not as much of a mission this time. Once again, box, but this time we're changing our scale, our Y scale to 0. Then we'll bring the particle down to our feet and stretch that out to pretty much the width of our body. Change our linear X and Y. So over time, the dust is gonna go out and away. And then we'll go to color over lifetime and check that top right tab there and change our alpha to 0. So over time, our dust will fade away. That's exactly what we want. Now, make sure it's not looping and it's not playing on the way, because that's not really what we want to do. We're actually going to add a script. So after we rename our particle system to dust, we'll open up our player script, do a public particle system called dust, and then we'll make a little function here called play dust. And it's really simple. Only thing we got to do is dust.play. And with this function, we just add just like this into our script. So when we change directions, our dust particle will play, and when we jump, our dust particle will play. Pretty simple. Just add it anywhere you want the dust particle to play, and it should work fine. So when we play it, forgot to add the dust particle into the script. So boom, we'll drag that in, hit play again. And now whenever we change directions or if we jump, our dust particle should play. Make sure you're not playing while you add that dust particle in. So I got the error twice there. So it's playing, it's a little long, but it's working. You can always kind of change the settings to however you like. Maybe you want a longer dust particle effect to play. I don't really. Everything's working. I hope this helped. Last thing, I want to give a shout out to Maniac Game Dev for suggesting the video. Appreciate it, man. That was cool. But until next time, y'all, peace.